Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this particular video, I'd like to talk about another film that is one of those veritable modern age classics, as far as I'm concerned at least, 2005's sequel to the original Get Shorty, the movie Be Cool. Now, this sees John Travolta reprising his role from that movie as Chili Palmer, and also features an all-star cast, from bit parts to just massive, awesome, and hilarious entertaining roles in this film, the likes of which are Uma Thurman, Vince Vaughn, Cedric the Entertainer, Andre Benjamin, Steven Tyler shows up in this, the just delectably cute and awesomely voiced, powerfully voiced Christina Milian. You have Debbie Mazar showing up in this, Harvey Keitel, The Rock, being absolutely freaking hilarious. And even Danny DeVito reprises, albeit briefly, as well as produces this film, but his role is Martin Weir from Get Shorty. And this is a movie that, as I say, it follows up 10 years later. I don't know if that's actually the stretch of time that's happened between, Get Shorty and this film within the storyline, but at least 10 years later this movie was made. And we have Chili Palmer very much reaching the crescendo of his movie-making business. This is something he got into in Get Shorty, and at this point, he's ready to call it quits. He's looking for something else to do. He's driving around with James Woods, who is, basically in the first few minutes of this film, as another character who's trying to make him think about making a movie, about this guy's life story, essentially. And this guy is whacked in the first couple minutes of the film. This just starts a snowball effect for Chili Palmer to get him interested in the music business. Essentially, this guy was a music producer, and his wife is now widowed. That's Uma Thurman's character. And, he was basically trying to hit him up with all of the ins and outs of what the music industry is like. And this seems to appeal to Chili, as all of a sudden that's the line of work he's looking to get into. And very much like Get Shorty was, you have a bunch of different groups of people coming together, coming at Chili and the people he's, associating himself with. He basically takes on Christina Milian's character, who is this upstart, up-and-coming singer, who's unfortunately under contract with these two characters, as portrayed by Vince Vaughn and Harvey Keitel, respectively, who are in the music biz, but they're also sort of gangland, thuggy type of guys. If somebody gets in their way, they don't have any hesitation on killing them and getting them out of the picture and stuff like that. And Vince Vaughn is just over the top as being kind of pimp-esque, and for lack of a better term, and I hope nobody is offended by this, but people usually refer to white people who seem to think that they are black or African-American as wiggers. And that is exactly what Vince Vaughn portrays, hilariously so, in this particular film. He thinks he's a rap mogul and all this stuff. And it's just the hilarity that ensues in this film, as you not only have that side of things, as Chili Palmer's trying to rescue this girl and make a career for her, trying to sign her up with Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. I mean, that's how far he's willing to go, because he sees and has faith in this chick's ability to just be an absolutely perfect performer. But of course, these guys don't want to let up the contract. And then on the other side, you have, this record company that the guy who got murdered in the first few minutes of the film, the widow, Uma Thurman's character, now owns and is stuck with all of his debts. So you have this whole sort of rap conglomerate, as led by Cedric the Entertainer's character, who comes a-calling. You even have this whole band of Russian mobsters that are basically trying to put a hit out on Chili. They're trying to put a hit out on everyone. And, the first killing in the movie, that record producer, he's killed by one of these Russians. So you have Chili just in the middle of extreme havoc. And it's hilarity that ensues from beginning to end, as he's trying to make deals, hedge bets, keep people off his back. This is just an all-star movie once again, and it definitely lives up to the charm and the humor of the first movie. And the thing that I think gives it an even slighter edge over Get Shorty, not to dismiss that movie at all, is the fact that there's a lot of music in this movie, from hip-hop to rock to soul. I mean, I love that. Going back to Empire Records, one of the things that I loved about that film, as I said in that video, was the music. It was all about music. Music is the fire which burns deep within my soul. And I love music in movies. When you can combine the two in a successful way, like is done in this movie, Be Cool, wow. And so basically I can't give it any higher of a recommendation. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below if you've seen either Get Shorty or Be Cool, and I definitely want to point you in that direction the next time you're on Netflix or wherever you happen to find it. Grab it, pick it up, check it out. I'd love to hear from you what you thought of it. So essentially that would be it for me on this. I hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you later. Peace.